Welcome to the Sovereign Frequency, where soul-led leaders come to embody soul truth, sovereignty, and creator power in service of a new unified world. Welcome back to the Sovereign Frequency. So today I'm going to be sharing about the difference between your soul mission and your soul purpose and how they're related, because this is something that tripped me up. And I just want you to be fully aware that as someone who is here on a soul mission, that actually that soul mission can feel really heavy at times. And instead, this episode is going to be about helping you shift that weight of your soul mission instead to freely express the lightness of your soul purpose, because they are related. And I'm going to explain how I got into understanding all of this. But it is really important because as we shift in these collective energies that are happening, as well as our own individual energetic field, we are going to really need to release any weight that comes from the ego and any kind of pressure to fulfill our soul mission in this lifetime. Because I'm sure if you're here, you believe, like I do, that we've been training for this for many, many, many lifetimes. I believe that Lisa didn't exist before, but my soul has incarnated into many, many people and has been literally refining their gifts for this pivotal moment in the history of humanity. So I'm going to dive in now to be able to fully explain how I came to this conclusion. So when I was tuning in, doing my own energy work, I was just feeling this kind of wave, this heaviness around my soul mission. And when I was really tuning into what beliefs were creating that, where the energy was in my body, I was realizing that I actually subconsciously believed that my purpose in this lifetime is my soul mission, that I'm literally here for this soul mission and nothing else. Now, whilst I believe on one level it is a massive factor for me being here, we are incarnating here at this time to fulfill this soul mission of co-creating new earth together, what I call a new unified world. If you believe that you are here for that, you probably strongly identify with this is the reason you're here. This is the only reason you're here. And that's what I was tuning into. But the thing is, that is really heavy. And what I was feeling into was that soul mission is like, I must fulfill this. The weight of the world, literally humanity is on my shoulders. I must fulfill it. And it was feeling really heavy. And it felt like it was controlling me. It was like, if the only thing I achieve in this life is to co-create new earth, then my life has been worth it. But what I realized was that my ego was hijacking my soul mission in the name of new earth, because that heaviness is not what this life is about. And I realized that it was my ego that was controlling me and saying, if you don't fulfill this purpose, this mission in your life, then your life will have been wasted. But that's not the energy that we came here to express who we are with and to co-create new earth with. That's not who we are. And I was like, wow, okay, that is yet another example of your ego sneaking in the back door when you have had a spiritual awakening, and then beyond that, a consciousness awakening. Your ego is a sneaky mofo. And I sat there and I was like, wow, okay, because it does actually reframe your life. If you feel like you're a light worker, you're a soul-led leader, you're like, this is the mission that I'm here for, everything else needs to stop. I'm just here to share another perspective that actually that is not the truth, because you don't fulfill a soul mission at the cost of what you value. You express a soul mission through what you value and your devotion and your commitment to those values. So I'm going to dive into this a bit deeper, but I just want that to land in your bones, because your soul mission isn't something that you do. It's actually something that you be. So diving in deeper, what is the difference between your soul purpose and your soul mission? So when I was tuning into this energy and I was really feeling into the difference, I'm like, okay, so up until now I've been believing that I must fulfill my soul mission, and my purpose is my soul mission. This is my soul mission, I'm on a mission from God. But actually, if you break it down, your soul purpose is actually how you exist in the world. So it is your unique soul expression. It's your unique soul truth, and it's your unique soul creativity. And your purpose is to express those things in the world. Your purpose is to be a unique expression of creator consciousness in human form. And that is sharing truth. That is creating your reality. That is creating art. That is creating whatever you want to create. That is your soul purpose. Expression and creation of your soul truth. That is it. And then when we look at your soul mission, what is that? Well, that's actually a byproduct of you expressing your soul purpose, a byproduct of you expressing your soul truth, your creator power, your sovereignty to be unique and to fully govern your entire reality. So it's actually what naturally unfolds as a byproduct of your soul purpose. And why that's important is because it means that your unique sovereign frequency, when it's expressed in human form, and what I mean by that is that your unique frequency, your soul essence, your soul truth is expressed in everything that you create and everything that you do and how you move through life is already in service to a new unified world. So that means that that weight and that heaviness and that responsibility of like, oh, I must fulfill my mission because otherwise this life will have been wasted, and all that kind of pressure of previous incarnations and trainings and all of that, you are already embodying the light that co-creates a new earth just by being and expressing your sovereign frequency into the field. And the other thing that I just want to remind you is that that is always happening. You cannot not express a frequency into the field. So your job is less about worrying whether you're going to fulfill this soul mission in this lifetime, and it's more about focusing on what you value. What do you value in this lifetime? For me, I value literally my soul expression, which I'm doing right now. This is like a massive, massive thing for me, is to be fully authentic in my soul truth, regardless of whether it lands for anyone. Another one is for me complete and utter autonomy. So as a manifestor in human design, I mean, everyone desires freedom, of course, but it is extremely high for me. I need to be my full sovereignty, and I need to be fully free and autonomous in the way that I move through the world. And my business reflects that. And then the third thing for me is creativity. So what do I get to create when I'm in this full, free expression of my soul truth? What do I get to create, not just in my own life, but also to co-create with my clients in their lives, and also to co-create in the world? And the thing is, this is always happening. We're always expressing who we be into the field. So therefore, you are enough. Your being is enough without needing to orchestrate your entire life around just your purpose and your mission as a light worker or a soul-led leader or whatever you want to call yourself. So this is a reminder to give yourself a break sometimes. If you tend to work hard, and I am a Capricorn rising, I do have a lot of work hard energy. So this episode is coming from me having to personally move through this myself, personally sitting there and working hard on my soul mission business and going, why does this feel so heavy? You know, I'm here to feel light and feel free. And then it's when I tuned into it, I was like, oh, my ego's hijacked my soul mission. Okay, well, that's pretty uncool. And then obviously digging into it further. And we just need to remind ourselves that at the same time, if I value soul expression, I value freedom and autonomy, and I value creativity, that is not always me sitting at my laptop, plugging away 12 hours a day, whatever. It's also being around friends and family. It's about traveling. It's about exploring. It's about doing all these things that don't necessarily have any tangible connection to your soul mission business, but frequency-wise, it's everything. Everything. You cannot separate the energy of who you be into different aspects of your life. So when you are prioritizing connection with loved ones because it's a high value for you, and expressing yourself with them authentically, that is feeding in to your soul mission and to your soul purpose. And we just need to remember that your purpose is to live in alignment with those values. And New Earth, a new unified world, is always a byproduct of you expressing your soul truth, embodying your unique sovereign frequency, whatever you're doing, 24 hours a day, even when you're sleeping, and wielding your creative power in alignment with your values. So just to dive even deeper into why this matters, because the same force that drives your work is now asking you to evolve how it moves through you. Because this means that you are going to have the same, if not more impact with less cost to you, less cost to your physical energy, emotional energy, spiritual energy, mental energy, soul energy. And as our consciousness is rising on the planet, and as this energy that we are all part of co-creating is refining, and we're starting to embody more and more of our creator consciousness in the physical plane as clear, clean, potent, pure channels, we're going to be asked to start working with more and more of these refined energies. So lighter energies, less dense, less doing, but with greater impact, because we have the freedom to truly create our chosen reality and the world that we desire to see. And when we do that, that has a ripple effect out into the quantum field. And never, ever underestimate how powerful just one person can be in the quantum field. Because as you know, we are all one. It just takes one of us to anchor into our unique sovereign frequency, and every single thing in this physical plane and world is impacted, which is insane. So we are being called to truly embody our soul mission by living our values. And when we do that with lightness, we do that with joy, we do that in service to our clients, to our loved ones, to the world, but we do it without that heaviness of, I must fulfill this in this lifetime. Because yes, we've been training for this for lifetimes. Yes, we're here on a big mission. Yes, we're going to do this. Yes, it's inevitable. Yes, we're going to do it together. It is already done. But the only thing that's going to sabotage this is if we come in with the heaviness of, oh, okay, I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders. The rest of my life has to stop. I need to focus on this solely. That is missing the point. We're here to be multidimensional humans. We're here to rest, play, refuel, enjoy, create, work, all the things. But we're here to do it in balance, and we're here to do it in joy. And that is where we're being called to go. So yes, we've been training for it for lifetimes, but we've got this. It's already done. So it's just about enjoying the ride, finding those sovereign souls that you want to be on this journey with, and co-creating together from lightness, from happiness, from joy, from knowing it is already done, and from also just receiving the fruits of our labor over many, many lifetimes. You know, this is not just the lifetime that everything shifts. It's also the lifetime that we get to receive. We get to receive the abundance that we have at our fingertips as creator consciousness in human form. We're going to, in this lifetime, finally see what it's like to wield and use and command our creator power and literally shape reality. That sounds freaking awesome to me. I am so here for it. So just to start wrapping up, I'm just going to invite you to reflect on two questions. So the first one is, where in your life are you trying to fulfill your purpose rather than express it? And what would shift if you trusted that your being is already in service to a new unified world? So my love, if you're feeling this call to shift from this doing energy, doing your mission, to being your soul purpose, and you're ready to stabilize that in your field, then I invite you to apply for the lightning shift. So it's my 4-week lightning fast sovereign frequency mentorship, and it's designed for exactly this kind of embodied recalibration where we will literally shift you into a new timeline. So the link is in the show notes. And if this episode resonates, then I invite you to subscribe, leave a review, or share it with a fellow soul sister or brother who you feel may be working just that little bit too hard on their soul mission. So in the meantime, as always, we are sovereign souls here. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and together we evolve and rise. You've been listening to The Sovereign Frequency. Sovereignty within, unity without.